Okay, so I'm gonna say a lot of things about a show that really might not deserve it, but I feel I should stress I'm Canadian, so this is personal. But with that said, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a random rant-ish kind of video where we're going to be talking about Pride of Orange Episode 1 Face Off. But before we get to the video proper, quick reminder if you haven't done so yet, to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and set notifications to all. Let all of AniTube know that you're here. We usually cover seasonal anime discussions, and this is a seasonal anime show, but I don't know if I'm going to be covering this week to week. I might come back later for about the halfway point and maybe at the end, because I don't plan on covering this show weekly, but I just had to talk about it. So with that said, let's go ahead and start. So I need to stress something before I begin. As a Canadian, hockey is a sport that is sort of like beaten into your system, right? Like from a young age. As a Canadian, you watch hockey. You either watch hockey, you play hockey, or you play video games about hockey. I was the kid who played video games about hockey. But hockey is just something that's sort of part of you, right? If you're wondering, I am a Leafs fan. I know, very unfortunate for me. But I am a Leafs guy, and I'm a Leafs guy. Hockey is sort of like my dad is a Leafs fan as well. My brothers played hockey. He was a big Leafs guy as well. My whole house is. We have Leafs shenanigans. If you don't know what the Leafs are, the Toronto's team. Because I'm realizing now a lot of anime fans might not know much about hockey, and that's not an insult. I get it. If you're not from like one of the countries where hockey's really big, you might not know. There's some parts of the U.S. I know where hockey is really quite big, but most of the NHL, even the American teams, are filled up with Canadian and Russian players. That's just kind of how it is. So yeah, if you're not Canadian or Russian, you might not get it, but hockey is a really, really big deal over here. And it's like you grow up with that in your head, either that or figure skating. That's another big one. I was more into figure skating, but like it's either that or figure skating, or honestly, most winter games like sledding, like all that stuff, like tobogganing, like downhill stuff, like snowboarding, all the winter stuff. As a Canadian, you are sort of trained to care a lot about the winter games, and and let me tell you something, man. Like, as a Canadian otaku, right? A Canadian anime fan, fanatic even, every other Canadian anime fan that I've spoken to has said on numerous occasions that it is a crime that there has not been a hockey anime yet. Sports anime is better than the sports themselves, right? Like, to me, watching Haikyuu is so much more entertaining than watching an actual game of volleyball, right? And I say that as somebody who does enjoy themselves some Olympics, right? I don't regularly keep up with a lot of sports. I don't even regularly keep up with the NHL, right? I'm more of an Olympics guy. I like watching the peak level athletes competing on a world stage, right? Like, that's more my interest, right? I do watch a lot of the NHL. As I said, I am a Leafs guy, but I more so watch the highlights and Steve Dangle videos, right? That's where I get a lot of my NHL shenanigans from, is highlights and Steve Dangle. If you don't know who Steve Dangle is, Google him. But again, as a Canadian, everybody talks about how a hockey anime would be an easy slam dunk. It would be an easy slap shot, if you will. Like, right into the 5-hole. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It'd be very easy to make a hockey anime, because especially a shonen sports anime about hockey, right? Because hockey is the only... Let me explain hockey to you. Hockey is about a team of people racing with swords in their hands, gliding across a diamond, right? If I might quote Kevin Smith, it is a sport with people carrying weapons in their hands, gliding across a diamond to carry a very specific package to its home. And sometimes people get so riled up, so into the game, that they just gotta crash somebody's head into the sides of a glass, or they just gotta throw down the gloves and start whooping some ass, right? Like, hockey is impeccable. To me, it's the sport of all sports. Your sport? Ha! Hockey. Better. Right? It is an insult that hockey has not gotten an anime yet. And then it did. And the thing is that I forget is that Japan, hockey's not really big over in Japan. At least not that I assume. And you wanna know how I know that? Is because when we finally got a hockey anime, it was Pride of Orange. This is not a bad show, but it is insulting. And I think that's the reason why I am salty, because it's insulting, right? Like, I am salty because it's insulting. It's not bad, it's insulting, right? First of all, I had to laugh my ass off at the beginning, right? Because I was like, okay, first of all, Japan going 5-4 with Canada, I legit thought they were dreaming. Like, I was like, that's not a real, no. I'm sorry, but no. Like, Canada, no, is not going 5-4 with Japan. Like, that, no. Right, so I was like, that must be a dream. But I thought I was dreaming too, because I was like, wow, this is starting really good. Like, the beginning, like, I was really into it. I was really impressed. I was like, oh, this looks good. Like the animation looks good. The art looks good. Like, the way the puck's flying across the ice, everything's looking good. It's looking good. I'm happy, right? Because I'll admit, I was a little bit cautious. I saw a lot of the promotional art. It looked very Love Livey. I didn't like that. So I was like, okay, I'm a little cautious, but you know what? Like, it's going good. I'm glad. You know what? Maybe I judged the art style a little too harshly, right? To me, I was like, wow, this looks like an absolute ripoff of Love Live, but clearly that's not the case. Clearly it's not a Love Live ripoff. That would be stupid. So it's a Love Live ripoff. So they win, and then they go, let's do the victory dance. I'm like, excuse? And then they start doing the victory dance. The dance of joy. No, they do the victory dance. And the victory dance is an idol performance for a crowd who's like really into it. No. Do you know what that crowd would do if one of the teams broke out into a dance, like a choreographed dance and song number? They would boo them out of the arena. No. Right? Like, I saw that and I was genuinely like, oh my god, you weren't kidding. Because I saw some people say, like, no, but it's based off a mobile game and it's very Love Livey. And I was like, no, I refuse. I refuse to believe anyone is that dumb to make a project like this, but it exists. It's real, man. And what kills me is I don't even hate idol anime. It's just jarring. Like, this is the worst whiplash of my life. Like, this has to be some of the most jarring whiplash in an anime I have ever seen. Like, I'm talking, like, the only thing that rivals this is stuff like Goblin Slayer, man. Like, this is incredibly jarring. Like we just go from this super sick looking hockey game into a song and dance number that nobody wanted and nobody asked for. And I was genuinely, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of pissed. And I know some people would be like, Canadians don't get mad. Canadians get mad when it comes to the things they like, okay? Sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you. I'm sorry, but I jumped off a little bit off the rails there. Eh? That's my bad. But like, look, okay, this is important. Okay, I was really excited. I was so excited for a hockey anime. I was so hyped. I was so excited. And then the next few minutes of this episode, man, we descended to the pits of cute girls doing cute things. And again, that's not even a genre I dislike. I would have rathered this show be about the embroidery club, for crying out loud. I would have probably watched that, right? If it was like if it was like C Station or something, like the team who did Yuru Camp, and they did a show about the embroidery club, I would have watched that, right? Like, I would have just watched if it was about the embroidery club. But no, we spend several minutes with these cute girls doing cute things in an embroidery club, and then we go and they hang out in a sauna, and then we go and they're eating cute food, and they do the shenanigans. Like, this is a friggin' moe anime, because it is! Because I was lied to! Because Japan turned to me and said, hey, we hear that you Canadians want a hockey anime, and we're like, yes, we do! And they immediately turned to us and said, well, guess what you're getting? You're getting cute girls doing cute things! I'm okay. Look, it's not bad, right? Like, if you want a cute girls doing cute things show, I would probably recommend this to you. My girlfriend just messaged me saying, I'm sorry. She literally, Stella, if you're seeing this, I saw that. She just messaged me saying, I'm sorry, because I messaged her while watching this, like, no, it's bad. Right, because I thought it seemed like it was gonna be bad. It does pick up, right? Let me stress that. Like, it's not that it's bad. I did message her it's bad. That was mean. It's not that it's bad. It's a perfectly fine moe show that has sprinklings, ever so gently, sprinklings of hockey in there. Can you tell I'm upset? Can you tell I'm animated right now? You know that I'm passionate about something when I get like this, right? And what kills me is that I kind of like these characters. Like, that's the thing that really kills me, is that this could have been great. Like, I love the name of Dream Monkeys for a hockey team. I think Yoko and Sato are really funny. Yoko is the coach. Sato is the mascot. I think Sato's really funny. Sato feels like he came straight out of an actual sports anime about hockey. And Sato, my boy, I am sorry you ended up in this. And I liked Yoko up until I found out that it was Yoko's idea to do the whole, like, yeah, we're gonna have everybody dance, right? Like, we're gonna have, like, the victory dance. We're gonna bring in people who don't like hockey. That is dumb. People who don't like hockey just need to see hockey. They don't need to... Doing a song and dance number with idol girls is not going to bring people into hockey. They're just going to watch the idol girls. They're not going to give a shit about the hockey, right? Like, if you want people to get into hockey, here's what you do. Have them play hockey. Have them watch hockey. Have them play NHL 2K. Like, one of the 2K... Actually, don't have them play one of the 2K games. Now that I think about it. Have them play, like NHL hits, right? Like, have them play some hockey game. Have them play ice hockey on the NES, because that game is amazing, okay? Like, have them play one of the hockey video games. Have them go out and play hockey. Go play street hockey. You have no idea how fun street hockey is, okay? Like, go play street hockey. Like, go on the ice and play ice hockey, right? Like, just have them go play hockey. It is fun. I'm not even a guy who is interested in sports. One of the few sports that I can sit and watch outside of, like, stuff at the Olympics, when it comes to, like, your basic sports that are usually on cable TV, like basketball, football, other football, proper football. I'm calling it soccer for you Americans out there. But, like, other sports, the only one that I can sit and watch is hockey. That said, I do like the World Cup. Football, proper football, the one you kick, is fun, but only the World Cup, and that's only because I'm a Italia fan, and I'm sorry I admitted that. But it's the World Cup and the Olympics, whether that's the Summer Games or the Olympic Games, or the Winter Games, because to me, I like the world stage. That's more fun. But if I'm not watching the world stage, if I'm just watching the national stage, then the only one I can sit and watch is hockey. It is the NHL, because it is the most fast-paced game of them all. Right? Like, it is so fast. Either that or figure skating, right? Figure skating is another one I could easily watch. Most Winter Games, I can sit there and watch because they're fast, man. Like, gliding across the ice, it is quick, it is fast. You don't have time for these, like, two teams of dudes in friggin' football helmets to just crash into each other, and then you spend, like, 3 seconds watching a ball fly in the air, somebody catches it, they get tackled, and it's exciting for, like, 0.2 seconds, and then commercials for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, no, it is high speed the entire time. People gliding across a friggin' diamond with sticks in their hand, and maybe they get so passionate they punch each other out. Think about how good it could have been. Think about how good this could have been, right? Like, the thing with girls ice hockey, right, is that there's no checking, right? Like, you can't check somebody into the boards, and if you don't know what that means, it's basically you skate up, and you skate up, and then you push somebody up against the boards of the hockey rink, right? You push them up against the boards, you knock them down, and you take the puck, right? You can't do that in girls ice hockey. You still could have made girls ice hockey super sick in anime form, and it looks super sick at the beginning, right? But just imagine this. I want you to sit and imagine a anime about a boys hockey team, right? I'm like, you can even do the girls hockey team, but for this specific example, because I've thought about this a bunch, right? To me, unfortunately, it kind of has to be the guys' hockey team. I think you still can do a lot of this with a girls' hockey team, but imagine the boys' hockey team, right? Take characters as fun and exciting as, like, Haikyuu, right? Take some characters like from Haikyuu or Free or like Kuroko, right? Like, take characters from, like, big sports anime with really likable personalities, right? Plop them into a bunch of hockey gear. Put them on the ice. Right? You are gonna see, like, and then put, like, IG on it, right? Like, put put Bones on it, right? Like, put somebody sick on this project. Like, put somebody with passion behind them, right? You will see some of the most glorious animation because hockey moves at, like, lightning speed, man. And then imagine that not only are you getting a sports anime where people are playing the sport and it's very passionate, right? Imagine, like, Haikyuu. Imagine Haikyuu if the characters got so riled up they started punching each other in the face. So not only do you get sports anime, you get shonen battle in the same show. Like, it could have been so good. It could have been so good. And even with the girls' hockey team, right? Even if you take out the fighting, right? It still could have been so good. And instead, we spend most of this episode doing the shenanigans, right? Eating cute food with cute girls, doing cute things at the embroidery club, you know? We got dance moves instead of, stretches. And then finally, what kills me is once Yoko gets on the ice, it's kind of entertaining for a second. And I'm not gonna lie, Mommy's affirmation at the end, where she's like, yeah, like, let's, like, embroidery is fun too, but like, let's do this club after hours, and we're gonna join, like, Dream Monkeys and all this stuff. And even the OP just feels weird. Like, why couldn't it have just been about a girls' ice hockey team? It feels insulting. I don't even know what I'm showing on screen, because I've been so all over the place. Man. I'm ending the video. I'm sorry that I ranted. I apologize. I'm sorry, eh? Like, I gotta go. I'll be back in 6 episodes. I'll be back at the halfway point. I'll make a video in 6 episodes. Maybe it's gonna be good. It has potential. There's potential for it to be good. Man, the friggin' whiplash is crazy. The whiplash in this show. It's like, oh, it's hockey. It's fun hockey. No, it's idle shenanigans. I gotta go. End the video. And that's gonna do it for today's video, everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to boop that up snoot, share if you care, leave a comment down below, and of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and set notifications to all. Let all of AniTube know that you're here. And of course, before we go, as always, I have to give a big thank you to my wonderful masters who help support this endeavor. And of course, I want to give a special thank you to the Masters of Masters who help support us just that little bit more. And I have to give a big thank you to Izevi, Asaki VT, Elizabeth Just Elizabeth, JCran23, Jeremy P, Matt87 Eagle, Shadow Creative, Shiorans, Stephen G, Stevie W, Trapmaster, and Tristan G. Thank you all so much for being so freaking wonderful. I appreciate it. And if you want to hear your name shouted out at the end of these videos, or you want to see your name scrolling past the screen, go ahead and check out the link in the description to our Patreon page, or you can hit that join button right beside the sub button. And that also gets you a badge next to your name as well in the comments if you want people to know how cool you are. But yeah, I'd sincerely appreciate it. It is a great way to help this channel and keep videos coming out. I really appreciate it, everyone. And that is it for me. So, you guys take care of yourselves. And of course, do clean your room. It's filthy.